Tuesday Amarillo and News Channel 10-2. I'm David Lovejoy.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Rhonda Lahner.
And I'm still Chuckalicious, Chuck Williams.
And joining us today, Ms. Hope Stokes from the Amarillo Convention and Visitors Bureau. Now, we normally don't think about touring and conventions and visiting during the winter months, but it still is a hotbed of activity and things to do, places to see across the high plains. Hey, Ms. Hope, how are you doing today?
I'm so good. It's really great to be back. It's been a little bit since I've been on, so happy to be here, per usual.
Yeah. Have you got all your Christmas shopping done?
No, of course not. Why would I do that?
I know. What makes it any easier on yourself? Why would you do
Why
that?
would you ask that?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff still going on in the city, though. Lots of stuff. We just came off the WRCA rodeo. Tons of events happening across. What are some of the things we're looking at moving forward, heading toward 2024?
Yeah, looking at just the next week alone, we have a great amount of events going on. There's, of course, Carols in the Canyon at Starlight Canyon. I don't know if you've ever been out there. It's a cute little bed and breakfast a little bit outside of town. They have lots of great live music happening all the time. I think that's something that locals don't always think about or know about. Blippi the Musical for everyone with kiddos is going to be at the Amarillo Civic Center this week, which is really exciting stuff. It's National Horse Day at AQHA tomorrow. There's going to be live music at Pondicetta multiple times throughout the week this week. Of course, the holiday happenings, you have Christmas in the Gardens. There's the Christmas at Maxwell's. There's Tangled Lights at Starlight Ranch Event Center. That's a walkthrough light production that's interactive. That's a new one. Again, that's at Starlight Ranch. Hodgetown's having Christmas in the Sky on Friday. Live music again at Shark Beach. If you've never been out there, it's our own little beach in Amarillo. It's a cool spot. I have multiple live music things happening. There's the Sleigh Gala at Arts in the Sunset. I'm not even going to read every single thing that's happening. You just need to go to visitamarillo.com, sign up for our newsletter, and you will get the upcoming week of events every week on Tuesday with the Amarillo Weekly Edit. So I think I'm missing about 10 different events that we still have on this week's newsletter. So lots happening. And then there's ongoing events for the next few months, different exhibits at all the wonderful museums we have around town. So like you said, David, even though it is the colder time of the month and it tends to be a bit slower, still lots happening in Amarillo.
Well, one of the things I was thinking about was, a lot of people do, they may not have their Christmas celebration, say, the weekend of Christmas or whatever, and maybe they do it the week after. Do you know of any of these events that will be continuing on past, say, the 23rd? I know that's when a lot of things shut down, but I was just curious to see if there was anything that would be left for those that are celebrating a little late.
Yeah, I know that the Tangled Lights Interactive Christmas Show at Starlight Ranch goes until December 30th. That's the main one I know that continues, that is Christmas specific, going on after the 23rd, because you're right, they tend to shut down after the 23rd, but really cool thing happening out there. I think you could go check that out with the family, drink some hot chocolate and check out some Christmas lights, or just peruse around the neighborhoods. I mean, if y'all haven't been in Wolfland looking at their Christmas lights, I had some people in from London recently, and I took them through there, and they were just dumbfounded by the Christmas lights out there. And I know Bishop Hill's always really has some great lights. And if I'm missing any other major neighborhoods, let me know. But that's the main thing I know that's going on.
Candy Cane Lane.
Yeah, Candy Cane Lane over on Gainsborough.
Oh,
And
of course.
they're having their snowball fight.
Yeah,
on the
tonight.
23rd.
On 23rd. Tonight, they're having their sensory for Christmas. Right. People who have aversion to loud noises and that sort of thing, so they're doing. So if you have a child on the spectrum, maybe, or even an adult on the autism spectrum, today would be a great day to go to the Candy Cane Lane, because they're specifically going to hear it toward people who are affected by that. So
very cool thing to do.
Yeah. So do they maybe flashing lights and things like that as well? That's a great idea. Because even I've gone through some of them, and I'm like, wow, this is pretty intense.
Yeah. Too much.
I love it.
While this will never be considered a winter wonderland or a winter tourist spot, it seems that we're pulling in more and more literally homegrown, and I mean from your private home to across the board type of activities for people to do. Is this what I'm saying?
Yes, but I mean, I would argue that we are becoming more of a tourist spot for the wintertime. Actually, Houstonia magazine out of Houston, which is a very large magazine, reached out and was making Amarillo the cover for their winter edition because we get more snow than any other large city in Texas. So we're becoming known as the spot where you can actually go and see a good amount of snowfall. I know I was out of town this past weekend, but I heard my grandmother said she got an inch of snow in her neighborhood on, was that Friday or Saturday? I missed the snow. As soon as I leave, I miss it. But
if you slept past 9:30, you missed it too. It started snowing about 8:30, and it melted by.
That's why my grandmother saw all the snow.
She got it all in her front yard at one time. So but it was like one of the things, Hope, that when we talk about convention and tourism, and you talked about it just a moment ago about having folks in from London, from England, to look around. This is really a big part of what you do at this time of the year, is bring in those groups that look at conventions, to bring in those people who are looking at having events here. Just briefly, if you can you tell us about that process and how it's been working for you? Are we attractive to those outside bigger groups coming in?
Incredibly, yes. In fact, usually I'm the one prospecting and finding people to bring to Amarillo so that they can, tell people about it. I'm usually bringing in travel writers or influencers or writers in general. But the state of Texas and Brand USA have actually been seeking out Amarillo. They have been finding prospects and calling us and saying, hey, we want people to know about Amarillo. Will you bring them in? Will you host them? So it's wonderful. I can only bring in so many people a year, but a really great problem to have whenever the state is continually asking you, like, hey, we really need to put Amarillo on the map. There's so many great things to do here. And the benefit of bringing somebody in with the state is they go back and they tell the state, hey, that was a really wonderful stop, and we really need to tell more people. And in turn, they bring more and more people in. So absolutely, we're a destination. We're not only on the state's radar, we're on Brand USA's radar. We're doing international marketing, especially with the centennial of Route 66 coming up in 2026. That's really helped with the international attraction for Amarillo as well. So, yeah, very attractive city for people domestically and internationally as well.
You can find out more information at visitamarillo.com. Probably one of the best events calendars you can find. It's got listings of all the big events going on through the holidays all the way into next year. Check it out at visitamarillo.com. Hope, Merry Christmas. Good to see you.
Merry Christmas. And one last thing, if you're like me and you haven't done your Christmas shopping yet, when you go to visitamarillo.com, first thing you're going to see is our boot hats for sale. Everybody likes the Amarillo boots and the boot logo, so we started selling hats. And if that goes well, we'll continue pushing out more Amarillo swag products. So it's an easy, wonderful Christmas gift if you're still needing to get one for somebody.
That'll go good with my gift of advice and bubble gum. So
right.
So
I love it. They're very affordable too.
I love my red boots, the sticker. I got the new symbol of West Texas, the red boots. And you need to go on Facebook. You need to see the Amarillo Convention and Visitors Bureau Christmas card picture. They did a salute to the 80s, and it's hilarious.
Hey.
a lot of acid wash jeans and big hair. Lots of big
spray.
Yeah, that's it. Hope, Merry Christmas. Be careful. Good seeing you.
Merry Christmas. Good seeing y'all as well. Take care.
All right, we'll take a break. We're back with the Amarillo Symphony right here on The Chat.